Magandang buhay! This is Teacher Melody Valiente and welcome to Personal Development. We are now on week 3 of quarter 2. I hope you're all set. So let's start! Our topic is about roles of leaders and followers in society. So let me just read the background information. Much has been written and discussed about leadership and how it impacts organizations and small groups alike. Even the definition of leadership has evolved through the years. A leader was often typecast as someone who is the head of a group of people by virtue of having great strength and wisdom, or may have inherited the position of power even if strength, wisdom are not part of this person's virtues. Influence play a major role in leadership. Chester Barnard defined leadership as the ability of a person in position of authority to influence others to behave in such a manner that goes or achieve. Power is also annexed to leadership, as espoused by French and Raven, who said that a leader may obtain power through various means and sources such as position, giving rewards, and expertise, respect, or coercion. Now we have authentic leadership. So we have some 3 basic actions of leadership that are very essential. Okay? So first, leadership is situational. This means that a leader's behavior and what is required of him will always be influenced by the situation. It means that a leader is able to assess a situation quickly and adjust to it, and then provide appropriate or necessary actions to address the issues, like for example, challenges for the benefit of his followers. Okay, so let us apply this action. Leadership is situational. Number 2, leadership is non-hierarchical. The exercise of leadership is not based on one's position in an organizational chart alone, but also dependent on other factors such as characteristics, skills, and even connection. It is non-hierarchical. It is not based on the position itself, but from characteristics, skills, and even connections. Number 3, leadership is relational. Leaders and followers establish a relationship where their interests are mutually met. The role of a leader in this relationship can vary from being a visionary to a cheerleader. Followers in a relationship with their leaders often desire to belong to a bigger entity, like community, and their expectation of their leader is one who is genuine or authentic. This authenticity is expressed in behavioral terms that are commuted effectively and consistently to the followers. Okay, so being a leader is also being relational. Okay, so from being a visionary, you can be a cheerleader so that you and your followers may build a good relationship. Now we have some critical elements of an authentic leader by Goffey and Jones. Number 1, they walk their talk. If you are a leader, you will walk your talk. You are consistent in what you say and what you do, in what you practice and what you preach. Number 2, they adjust to situations and display adaptability and flexibility, but consistent with their values and real selves, even when they take on different roles during different situations. If we are a leader, we need to adjust to situations, to certain situations. Not all the time you will be the dictatorial, you will be the boss, you will be the one to do all of these things. You will adjust and adapt. Yes, flexibility is the key. All right. 3, they have a high level of comfort being themselves, even if they come from backgrounds that are different from the people or situations they deal with. Right? So, sometimes it happens that a leader is not familiar or doesn't belong to the group he is in charge with, but we have to be comfortable if you are that leader. So authentic leadership, therefore, is primarily determined by how followers view the leader. Followers and the leader, attributing a leader's authenticity through the eyes of his or her followers. Okay, so you are what they see. You are what they observe. You are what they say. Now let's discuss leader-member exchange theory, or what we call LMX theory. There is no leader without a follower. Yes, that's correct. Another perspective of leadership casts followership as a defining factor for leadership. So Saint Hilar, in her paper discussing the various theories of leadership, mentioned a theory involving the dynamics between a leader and his or her followers. This was first developed from the perspective of an original leader-member theory called the vertical dyad linkage theory, or the VDL theory. So it was first discussed in the works of Dansereau, Grain, and Haga. Eventually, VDL further progressed into two more theories, and one of these is the leader-member exchange theory, that LMX, that states that a leader's effectiveness is measured with the quality of his relationship with his followers. And different types of relationship can evolve between leader and follower in certain situations. Results of this type of relationship can vary. Another tenet of theory is that there should be an exchange of resources between the leader and the followers that's meaningful and viewed by both parties as fair. Yes, that's true. It is just like give and take. You are the leader, and then your followers will also give and take from you. You must have unity, harmony. You must understand each other. Do not embrace too much power. Just keep it balanced. Now we have heroic leadership. Another example of a popular description of leadership, what is expounded in a book titled Heroically Leadership. So the best practices from a 450-year-old company that changed the world by Chris Loney. He referred to the type of leadership that the members of Society of Jesus lived by. So this religious congregation of men, it says everyone is a leader and everyone gets a chance to lead. So we have some different types of leadership that are integrated with one another. Self-awareness. If you're a leader, you must know the importance of self-awareness, knowing and understanding fully the strengths and challenges, our way of looking at things, and even our emotions, the sets of values. So this type of leadership considers self-awareness as an important part or factor being a leader. Next, ingenuity. A leader of this type is not stuck in his comfort zone because the world is constantly changing. Flexibility and openness to the new ideas are the hallmark of this kind of leadership. In the same manner, detachment from sources of pride and pleasure is also emphasized. So, if you are the type of leader who has this ingenuity, you are flexible, open-minded to new ideas. You will accept what will be the better way to handle the situation, and you will also avoid negativities that may affect your leadership. Number 3, love. A healthy self-concept generates a healthy and positive attitude when dealing with other people. After all, you cannot love or respect another person unless you love and respect yourself first, right? So what you do not have, you cannot share or give to others. So you first love and respect yourself until it will manifest into your actions. Your followers will see it and feel it from you. So this is very effective to show respect for your followers. Because your followers are not just people you manipulate. They follow you because they respect you too. So if you don't respect them, they will not follow you anymore. That's the logic. 4, Heroism. This type of leadership is about motivating and inspiring other people to reach for higher goals, for bigger and greater things. So one type of leadership is heroism. This is nice too because you always encourage, motivate, inspire your followers to dream big and to achieve more. Now let's proceed to 4 elements a follower wants to the leader. These 4 elements might help if you know what your followers wanted. Number 1, authenticity. The leader is not afraid to show his or her weaknesses, revealing his or her struggles, right? And uses this together with his strengths to lead others. Because at some point, followers can help you too. Number 2, significance. Provides the reason or meaning for followers to believe in. If you are a leader, you must know what you are saying because every word that you say, they will believe in you. So significance is very important. Number 3, excitement. Provides motivation and inspiration to his or her followers and excites them to pursue their vision. Okay? Providing motivation, inspiration, and encouragement. 4, community. Builds a community of followers with whom they can associate and forge relationship. Build relationship. Okay, and that's it. So here are our learning competencies for this lesson. Now I will give you 30 seconds for a health break. You can go to comfort room, you can drink your water, and have your stretching. Timer starts now. Welcome back! For our activity 1, write true if the statement is correct and write false if it is incorrect. You will just put your answers on the blank provided. Activity 2, complete the table. So let's see the sample below in the first row for the guide. Give at least minimum of 3 influences in your decisions. In the first column, you will identify persons significant to your life. Like for example, your parents. How they influence you in your decision. They support you in every decisions. They give you advices or suggestions. And also they provide major feedback for your actions. What type of leadership they manifest or they have showed you. Elements that makes them a leader. Significance. You will just pick at least 3. It says here at least 3 influences in your decision. It can be your siblings, grandparents, closest friend or best friends, relatives, and your teachers. Activity 3. So this is an essay. Answer the following questions wholeheartedly. Number 1. As an adolescent, who can be both a leader and a follower? What type of leadership are you attracted to and think will work best for you? Number 2, list down the various roles of different individuals in your society. For example, the barangay captain, kasambahay, garbage collector, jeepney driver, and TV news anchor. And describe how they can influence other people through their leadership or followership. So list down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 persons or individuals in our society. Number 3, compare your perception of yourself and how others see you. How do you see yourself? And how do others see you? Can you put it into sentences? Alright. Activity 4. Think of a great leader you admired the most. List down 3 qualities he or she possesses and explain each briefly. You can put the name of any leader you know, the most influential, or your favorite leader, or the one who you always look up to. So you will write 3 qualities that he or she possesses. You can explain it briefly. So here is our rubrics for the activities. For reflection, write what you have learned and what you have enjoyed in this learning activity sheets. If you have questions, do not hesitate to send me a message in Google Classroom or Messenger. Stay tuned for another lecture video for week 4. So, till next time, bye!